Well, in dog-loving Colorado, the state is considering changes regarding pet adoption. And it's a result of a couple of cases of just heartbreaking loss. In August, Denver 7 told you about the pet rescue Moms and Mutts Colorado Rescue. And families that adopted puppies from a litter there had to surrender those puppies to be euthanized after one of them tested positive for rabies. Well, now another family tells Denver 7 it happened to them too, years ago. Denver 7's Daniel Kreuter started digging into what regulations are in place to prevent this from happening. Turns out not many. And we're going in depth tonight on the problems and the new rules being proposed to protect families and their pets.
Dog lovers Katie and Drew got Frankie, short for Frankenstein, around Halloween 2021.
She's super mellow and she is healthy and bomb-proof with the kids. Good girl.
Earlier this year, through their kid's pediatrician, they got some horrible news.
An entire litter of puppies adopted from a Colorado rescue group has to be euthanized after one of the dogs tested positive for rabies.
He said, "You wouldn't believe this, another family adopted a rabid dog." And she's like, "Yeah, that was our family." He's like, "No, it happened again."
The rabies exposure was from puppies brought in from out of state by Moms and Mutts Colorado Rescue, or MAMCO. The incubation period for rabies can be weeks, so it wasn't until the puppies had already been adopted out that they started showing symptoms. It was reported to the Colorado Department of Public Health.
It's a universally fatal disease, so very serious condition, which is why we work so hard in public health with vaccination strategies and other disease control strategies.
The whole thing hit way too close to home for Katie and Drew.
And the fact that this could happen twice at the same rescue, in the same place, in the same way, and create this public health crisis, it just blew our minds.
Back in 2020, they adopted Rosie from MAMCO. Once again, the rescue brought the 10-week-old puppy in from out of state. The couple picked her out, renamed her Mabel, and she was part of the family.
Mabel, after 3 days, she was starting to have some pretty massive seizures, couldn't use her back legs.
After multiple trips to the vet, Mabel was put down. A necropsy showed she had rabies.
And then you give your kids a puppy with the most deadly disease on earth. It makes you feel like a pretty terrible mom. It was you'd take the puppy away and then you'd take them to get a really painful series of shots, and it was really awful.
The intent isn't to shame them or anything, but people need to realize this is apparently a problem. It sounds like the state doesn't have real specific guidelines.
To entirely prevent rabid pets from being brought into Colorado, they're kind of right.
We've basically been kind of wrestling with this issue for probably like the last 6 years.
Nick Fisher is the program section chief of the Pet Animal Cares and Facilities Act program, or PACFA.
We are the licensing and enforcement program for the state. If there's any complaints or anything like that against the facility, we investigate those.
Since humans can die from rabies, it is mandatory for CDPHE to know. However, they have no power to change policies at facilities with repeat cases.
The reporting entity to us is typically going to be a laboratory, and I would say that it's a very rare event for us to see a case of rabies tied to a shelter.
The health department doesn't even track which cases stem from animal care facilities. One major issue is, as of right now, an animal care facility is not required to tell PACFA, the rule makers, if there's a rabies case or more at their facility. Does it seem like there's a gap there?
Yes. I mean, I think that's what we're looking at and we're trying to address, because I think we don't know the magnitude of, this could happen frequently. When we went to the stakeholders, they were all like, oh, well, we can self-regulate. And so we've given them the opportunity to do that. And I think where we are now, it's really hard for, this many facilities to self-police.
Even while in the hot seat, one rescue agrees.
We've always been very upfront when there's these issues.
It's been a difficult last few months for the leaders of MAMCO.
Constant harassment and bullying from the reactions from a very small group of people.
While MAMCO says they're quick to report when there's been an issue,
well beyond what is required by the state to try to ensure things like this don't happen. Unfortunately, sometimes your best intentions aren't enough.
They say not every rescue will risk going public with a rabies case, something that can only be proven by an additional laboratory test after a dog is put down.
Rescues don't want to have that stigma of bringing in a dog that's sick or that has had rabies.
PACFA agrees, saying the data data they do have is likely misleading.
This is kind of a tip of the iceberg. The iceberg could be bigger.
So what's the solution? It really depends on who you ask. Puppies cannot be vaccinated for rabies until they are at least 12 weeks old. After the recent Mamco rabies exposure, PACFA is considering something new.
Basically a moratorium on importing any animals until they're 12 weeks old.
Vaccination prior to importation would be a way for us to decrease the risk of rabies occurring here.
A very extreme reaction.
Why not? Why not wait until 12 weeks and they can get vaccinated and then you put them in an adoption event?
Having to have shelters try to keep dogs for that age, it will just increase the number of dogs that they put down because they won't be able to, they don't have the resources. Not allowing a dog to come in until it's been vaccinated for rabies will create an incredible strain on every other state that we as rescues are helping here.
It's a complicated issue, one this family hopes will be solved for good.
If that's not realistic, then at least more oversight.
So no other family has to go through the same heartbreak.
To know another family went through it is pretty upsetting. Hopefully things will not be that way in the future.
I'm Danielle Kreuter, Denver 7.
And those proposed rules are still in the public comment period, a final vote scheduled for 2025. And going in depth here, all mammals can get rabies, as you heard there, including humans. Signs include aggressive behavior, excessive drooling or frothing of the mouth, difficulty swallowing, and a fear of water. And it could take weeks, even years, before symptoms appear. Now, other than a few rare cases, rabies is 100% fatal once symptoms appear. However, it's completely preventable if you get treatment immediately after being exposed. Now, if you are bitten or scratched by a rabid animal, go immediately to the hospital and you'll get the first of a series of rabies vaccine shots. And also, make sure your pets are up to date on their rabies vaccines.